Howdy, folks. Joel at Earth Tools here. We're going to talk today about an implement that we've had requests for over the years, many requests, and we finally prevailed on one of our Italian manufacturers, Caravaggi, to build it. This is a lawn and leaf blower for a walk-behind tractor. Caravaggi builds our chipper shredders and a few other of our products like our stump grinders. They manufactured the chipper shredders for BCS for years and years, and they build very good quality stuff. So they came up with this. And Carl is going to show up and get in the video here because Carl is a camera hog, but that's okay. Sophie, my 11-year-old daughter, is running the camera. Thank you very much, Sophie. So we've got this nice little lawn and leaf blower that you can utilize your walk-behind tractor to run and not have another engine sitting around, kind of the typical walk-behind tractor philosophy. We've got a 3-inch wide, 10-inch tall, solid rubber caster wheel on the front, so you have excellent support, guidance, and you know, the control you need on uneven ground. It is a caster wheel, so it spins all the way around. Adjustable in height both here by loosening up this and moving the post up and down, and there's also a range of adjustment available here, depending on the size of tires on your tractor. So it can be moved up and down into 3 different positions here. It ships disassembled. Usually this brace is loose in the box. This is the air intake, so this is where the air is going to be sucked into it. There's a huge fan in here, and then it blows the air out the bottom here. If you want to bring the camera around this way, Sophie, look at some of the other features. So it looks like it only discharges to one side, but actually it does not. You can loosen up this little screw clamp here, and this thing will go anywhere you want it. So if you want to blow at an angle, if you want to blow to the other side, whatever you want to do, you just bring it where you want it and tighten it back down. Obviously, if you blow right at the caster wheel, it's not going to be terribly effective, but you have a lot of range to get other places too. So tighten that down. And if you run out of movement here, this thing, you pull it down, it's kind of spring-loaded up. You pull it down and get a new position, and then you can tighten it some more. It's like a little ratchet. Of course, this is a metal-on-metal junction here, so a little lubrication there occasionally is a good idea. Let's get this thing oriented about out the side here. This is the end louver that is going to control your angle of airflow down at the ground. It's just moved by hand and has 2 lock nuts here and bolts locking it in place. So if this gets worn over time and you need to, you know, if it's not holding position, you just tighten down the nuts and bolts and they stay wherever you put them. We've got two stands in the back holding it up off the ground when it's not on a tractor. These are just pinched in place by these little L screws here. And we have it equipped with a BCS quick coupling right now, which doesn't come included in the price with the blower, but of course we offer this blower to fit both BCS or Grillo tractors, and either one can be equipped with one of these quick couplings if your tractor is equipped as such. To transfer the power from the PTO input shaft from the tractor up to the fan, there is a set of belts inside of this cover. And there's belt adjusters in here. You can see the slotted holes right here. Well, they're on either side. So you would loosen these up and screw your belt adjusters down at the bottom here to crank the pulleys apart if you needed to adjust belt tension. Something you're not going to have to do very often since there's not a whole lot of load on this implement. And finally, there is an actual lifting hook here if you were to lift it up with a little come-along or something. But the thing isn't really that heavy. You shouldn't have to do that. But there it is. Now I'm going to plug the tractor onto it, and we're going to do a little demo. It's not autumn here in Kentucky. It's more like hot summer. It's August, and we've had a tremendous amount of rain lately, so nothing is really dry. So I'm just going to blow a little gravel around to show you the power of this blower, because I don't have any leaves to blow right now. So this is a BCS 749 tractor, our kind of beat up demo we've got here at Earth Tools. You don't need a tractor this big. Any tractor 8 horsepower and up will do fine with this blower. In fact, probably a 6.5 horse would do fine with it too. Now, I want you to watch here that the angle that this thing attaches is actually slightly, well, I shouldn't say the angle. The height of this blower is such that your handlebars are going to hit right here if you try to come directly back onto it. So what I find is you can just, this is going to be operated with the tractor in the front PTO mode. That is, we're going to turn the handlebars around on this tractor after we mount this implement So what you can do is simply start off to one side. Offset your handlebars one notch to the side that you're going to be turning the handlebars around anyway. That varies depending on the model of BCS or Grillo tractor you have. Some tractors go this way to turn them around, some go the other way. But bring it off one position in the direction you're going to be going to reverse the handlebars. And then the handlebars clear the top of the blower. You can get everything plugged in. Make sure your quick coupling is latched on. You can disengage your shift levers or pull the pins at the bottom if it's a Grillo and continue bringing the handlebars all the way around. So there you go. No fuss, no muss, and everything cleared, and you didn't have to lift anything. Now before you start blowing, you're going to want to raise these up, otherwise you're going to have little skid marks on the ground. And now we are ready to blow something away. So I'm going to blow this gravel back off of this concrete right there. Bigger gravel with it. We'll see how big a gravel we can actually move. The fan is actually equipped with an automatic freewheel device on the shaft. so that if you're going forward and you hit the clutch to stop the driving wheels of the tractor, the fan, the momentum of the fan does not continue driving the tractor forward, which it would if it didn't have a clutch like that in there. All of our brush mowers and lawn mowers and flail mowers have a similar feature in them where they have a one-way ratchet in the gearbox so that the momentum of the implement spinning does not drive the tractor forward after you hit the clutch. This is kind of like a live PTO in a farm tractor. So this has that feature as well so that you don't have a wreck if you're trying to stop before hitting a building. So you can see it moves some pretty good gravel. Probably 1-inch diameter stuff. It would be a lot more impressive if I had some leaves to blow, but we just don't this time of year. But this implement is now available for sale at Earth Tools, and is an Earth Tools exclusive at this time. Thanks.